Welcome to Crossing Line Sports. My name is Carlos Smith here at the SWAC Media Day. Have a very special guest with us. He is from the 864 also.
You know it.
Byrnes Rebel.
Yes, sir.
Defensive back for Grambling State, Mr. Quintin Talley. Quintin, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
Absolutely,
yes,
man. So just break it down for us. Playing at Byrnes.
Yeah.
How in the world did you end up at Grambling State? Being a part of HBC and being a part of the culture. Like how was your journey? Getting to Grambling State.
My journey is different. I went to Western Carolina straight out of high school, but then I was there for 2 years, and I realized I wanted to be a part of an HBCU, and I seen the way Dion had brought light to this to the SWAC and things like that, and I wanted to be a part of that brotherhood and that familyhood, and God allowed me to be here and come to Graham and be a part of the Graham fam. So that's where I am.
You also made a pit stop in the JUCO,
Yes, I did.
So you went to JUCO and then
so I went to Western Carolina, then I went to a JUCO for a semester, and then I came to Graham spring of 2022.
What's that transition like, going from Western Carolina to a JUCO and then coming to Graham? Like, how was that transition overall?
It was a good experience and good transition. You learn through all those trials and tribulations if you really love this game or not. And with me able to go through all those things, I was able to develop the love again and just know that this is my passion. I enjoy doing this every day. So
for you going into before I go to the next question about that, go back to being back home playing football at Byrnes. Talk about that culture at Byrnes and like what it means overall, because that lineage and that legacy at Byrnes is one of the best in the state of South Carolina.
Oh yes, when you talk about South Carolina in high school, Byrnes is definitely going to be mentioned. It's just because of how the coaches there, like right now, Reggie Shaw, like just the way that he put in our mindset to just come to work every day. Like we might have been a high school, but we ran like a college, you feel me? Just so when we did make that transition from college, it wasn't a big drop off because we were used to working. We were used to being in that environment where it was competition every day, and it was just a good experience for me.
Absolutely. So that having that tough coaching, the great coaching at Byrnes, and then the West Carolina JUCO, and now here, what are some of the personal goals that you have set for yourself?
One of my biggest personal goals is to make it to the league, of course. I want to be able to play in the league for a couple of years so I can help my family financially, but also I want to be able to set a pathway for the younger generation, just to show like it doesn't matter where you go to school, it doesn't matter what your career was, if you really want to do it and you put your mind to it, that you can make it, and that's what I plan on doing.
You got a great future ahead of you, a big season coming up. Grambling didn't have the season they may not have wanted last season, but how do you come in and help them turn it around and get to where you guys ultimately want to get to?
Just instilling that work ethic, like you said, when I was at Byrnes, that's what we did. We worked there, and just instilling that where I'm at now and getting that brotherhood to where we need to get to that next step in our careers and things like that. I look forward to this year being at Graham just because of all the hard work and the things we put in, so I look forward to it.
As somebody who's navigated college and may have faced some adversity along the way, what advice would you have to younger players?
My advice to the younger player is you're great. You're great. So don't take everything bad and just bash yourself. You're great, and God put you on this earth for a reason. So take that and run with it. At the end of the day, it's what you want out of it. Nobody else can take that pride and joy out of you. It's all up to you, and just keep pushing, and you'll be fine. You'll be a great.
When you look at your journey, who would you say has helped play a significant role in where you are today?
My older brother. He shaped me. He went to Byrnes. Watching him growing up, they had Akia Booker and Schuler Bentley, and watching them, he kind of instilled that future for me. I looked forward to doing that. And then he went to Carson Newman, played there for a couple of years, and just watching him grow and as a man and just on the field, it gave me the view that I wanted and the future that I wanted. Now,
looking at your game, who would you say that you emulate or similar identity, like at collegiate level or just in the pros? Like, who was a guy that one or two players that you studied that game?
I'll say Del Pitt. I'll say
Cleveland?
With Cleveland, when he was at LSU, just his play style, it shows kind of like how I am with him being long and be able to just be rangy and tackling and things like that. That's one person that I look at my game to be like.
Absolutely. My last and final. Oh, by the way, at Byrnes, like, what year? Out of curiosity, what year did you play at Byrnes? Like, when did you graduate?
So I graduated 2020. So I was there from 2016 to 2020 for as far as college, high school. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, you said 2016 you were there as well?
Yeah, I was there as well.
I think I was there. Might have been your freshman year then, because I remember I was working at Intercom Radio, true story, and Coach Lane was the head coach at the time. And I was running the board at Intercom radio station as the producer, and Greg McKinney would come out and cover the team and call the games. And I'll never forget, I was there for 2016, and then the early part of 2017 was when I left. But yeah, it's crazy that, and I remember them saying another kid I remember was Rajay Harris.
That's my boy.
So I remember hearing those names on the radio. And I couldn't see you guys visually right there, but I would just hear it all over the radio because I was coming in on Friday nights. It's crazy, man. Just tying all of that back together, man. And look at how much time has passed by. But man, that's a great story, man. But yeah, Coach Lane, I was definitely rooting for you guys. I know y'all had a young team.
We definitely. It was a very young team. You know, we had played with each other since we were younger, but it was just being able to just come together and play the game together. But it was a great experience.
Coach Lane is doing well now. He won the state championship.
I was about to say, Coach Lane's done great things in his career. He did good while he was at Byrnes. He left Byrnes, went to Clover, did good there, and now I think he's at Westside. And he's just doing big things. And I always knew he would. He was a great man, great coach, and I look forward to what he does.
For you, looking long term, whenever you finish playing football, do you potentially see coaching as something you may look into doing, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I know I want to stay around the game as long as possible, even if that's not playing it. I want to be able to touch the younger generation just like they did for me, just being able to do that, it'd be a big thing for me.
I see a lot of the guys, from Byrnes or in some way being involved in high school football. I know Everett Dawkins, that was before our time as well, but my time as well. But he played in the mid early 2000s. Everett Dawkins, he's back at Byrnes. Stanley Hunter is at Mountain View Prep, the charter school. But a lot of the guys are starting to come back home and coach now. And just being involved, like you said, being around the game, just being involved and helping the youth out. So it's always good for people that look like us. Have our imprint and being able to relate to those younger guys as well. Somebody they can look up to and say, this guy played at the next level of college or even in the pros. Here's somebody I can look up to and come to for advice and get some guidance along the way. For sure. My last and final question that I have for you, I know you're here at Grambling State. But when you think about it, when I think about HBCU, I think about like a family reunion environment, and you see so many Hall of Famers that came from HBCUs, and the guys that are in the league right now, so much greatness that comes from HBCUs. But what does the HBCU culture mean to you?
It's big for me. It's one of the reasons why I'm here now. It's a family. It doesn't matter where you go. If you got that G on, they're going to acknowledge you. It's a family atmosphere. Grand Fam, they stand behind their players and their coaches. And just like you see today, all the people out here for the swag and things like that, it holds its weight. And so it's been a big part of who I am and why I'm here now.
Absolutely. Quintin, man, I'm glad I had the chance to sit down and have a conversation with you. I remember I was doing my homework and just studying, preparing. I was like, man, they say he from Duncan, South Carolina. So I was like, man, he must have played at Byrnes.
Got to. You hear Duncan, baby.
Yeah. So, man, do you get a chance to go back home often, or?
Yeah, I do. Every chance I do get to go home, I try to at least meet with some younger guys that are playing right now at Byrnes. I've been able to sit and talk with the coach a few times. It's changing. Like, Byrnes is continuous to change, but it's for the better, and I enjoy it. I'm glad to see it, and I love coming back and showing my point of views and being able to let them know of my history and things.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's always great to come back and get back and give some type of advice to those kids, because they can see you and say, well, he played at the next level, because I can do the same thing as well with the right tools and the right guidance as well. And I know a lot of people back home are going to see this interview and enjoy this as well. So, man, it's good to see somebody, it's amazing. The thing I love is being able to travel no matter where we go across the country or wherever we go, and to just see somebody from back home. I'm like, man, I'm from South Carolina as well. I'm from Jonesville, South Carolina. I'm from Jonesville, so I'm probably about maybe 30, 40 minutes.
You still close.
Yeah, but it's still 864.
But
we're still at home, so it's like I love being able to get out and travel and then see somebody from back home. Man. And it seems like always somebody has some kind of tie to South Carolina. No matter what, they always have some kind of tie to it. But Quintin, good luck on the season, man. We'll definitely be following you, and best of luck.
I appreciate it. You have a good one.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Contact the professionals over at Marcus Mounts for all your TV mounting and assembly needs. The Upstate's #1 mounting company with over 4,000 TVs installed. Clean, precise, and affordable. Marcus Mounts TV Mounting Company. Contact us today for an online or over the phone quote.